Hi, it's Les, and in this Freelance Copywriting for Beginners video, I'm going to tear down the structure of email marketing and the structure in particular of an email subject line that gets your email open and acted upon. So by the end of this video, you'll know how to write email subject lines that get your emails opened. So as I say, in this video we'll be looking at email subject lines, and I'm going to show you how to construct email subject lines in such a way that your email readers are going to be hanging on your every word and actually looking forward to the emails that arrive in their inbox. So don't worry about finding the next video in the series. What I'll do is at the end of this video, if you watch through to the end, I'll link you to the second video in the series, which will be about the body text content of the email. And then obviously from that one, I would link you through to the call to action or telling the reader what to do. And you'll see in this short series of videos, 1, 2, 3, how all of this stuff hangs together. So you can create really super effective emails that get opened, they get read, and they get acted upon. Okay, so just to say, if this is the first time on the channel, consider giving it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so I know where to send more useful information like this to help you in the future. So as a copywriter, why should emails be so interesting to us? Why should we be concerned about writing emails and email marketing? Well, let me give you three very straightforward reasons why we're interested in this stuff. Number one, emails are fairly short to write, and generally speaking, an email will only be about 200 to 300 words. So they're fairly short to write, they're not difficult to write. The second thing is, writing emails can be extremely well paid. You're writing quite a short bit of text, but obviously getting the elements of the email correct is very important. But essentially you're writing relatively short bits of text that you get very, very well paid for doing. And writing emails is pretty much a formula. If you follow what I tell you in these couple of videos, you can be writing emails quite effectively within no time at all, just by following the formula, which as I emphasized to you, is the subject line to get it open, the body text itself, and the call to action at the end. And you can get very, very well paid for writing these either business to business or business to customer type emails. So definitely something you want to look at. It's a great place to get started, and it's really not that difficult to learn and get it right if you follow what I tell you in these videos. Another thing to bear in mind is it's very seldom a client will just want one email. Generally speaking, they want a series of emails. And in my experience, that's going to be 5 or 6 emails. So not only are you getting paid to write the one email, you're getting paid to write a whole series of emails. And the thing is, if those emails are successful, if they do what the client wants to do, and they get opened and they get read and the people act on them, guess who they're going to come back to write more emails for them in the future? They're going to come back to you. So it's the kind of skill once mastered, it can take you a long way in copywriting and get you an awful lot of work if you can do it right. Now, I can't overemphasize how important the subject line is of an email. You get the subject line and sometimes you get a sub-subject line as well. And getting these things spot on is incredibly important, because think about it, at the end of the day, if you don't get the email opened, the people are not going to act on the content of the email and you're not going to get past first base, basically. So getting the subject line is right is critical. And they reckon 33% of people decide solely on the subject line whether to open an email or not. So you can see how important it is to get this subject line spot on point, and that's what we'll discuss now. So how do you craft a subject line that makes sure your email gets opened? Well, the thing to bear in mind, the main thing here is to remember that we're all emotional beings, we're all human beings. So if you can make that emotional connection with your reader, the chances are you're going to get your emails opened. So let's think about some areas of emotional connection that we can deal with. I'm going to give you 5 areas. And the first one, the first emotional trait we're going to look at is fear of missing out. This is an emotional trait that people have. They feel if they're missing out on something, then they want to know about it. And you can use that in your subject lines, the fear of missing out, to get your reader to open your email. Starting with fear of missing out, let's look at 3 examples of really good headlines that make that emotional connection on the level of fear of missing out. I'm going to read these from the screen, so bear with me. So, fear of missing out. I'll pop these up on the screen for you as well to read. Warby Parker. Now look at this subject line. Uh-oh, your prescription is expiring. So you can see how that's playing on someone's fear of missing out. That's the subject line on your email. It makes you think, hang on, I'm going to miss out on something here. I've got to renew this prescription, or take whatever action is put into the body of the email itself. Now, the next one on fear of missing out is from Digital Marketer, and it says, your 7-figure plan goes bye-bye at midnight. Now, that's an obvious one. There's a couple of things they do there which is quite clever. Obviously, they're creating a sense of urgency and a fear of missing out because it's going to disappear. But what they also do is they put a number in there, 7-figure. So they're telling you exactly how much this plan is worth. It's worth 7 figures, which is anything over $1 million and upwards. And it goes bye-bye at midnight. They're putting scarcity in there. They're telling you that by midnight this is going to be gone. So your fear of missing out is going to make you act on this. Okay, and another one I'll put on the screen now from Guess. Tonight only, a denim lover's dream. Now, Guess is a clothing brand. And what they're saying is, you know, fear of missing out, tonight only. If you don't act tonight, you're going to miss out on this. Okay, so that's fear of missing out. Very strong emotional connection you can make with your reader. The next one we'll look at, I'll pop it up on the screen, is curiosity. Now, Moneycube put on, don't open this email. Now, that might seem counterintuitive. They're saying don't open this email, when actually what they really want you to do is open the email. But if I say to you, don't open the email, you know, it's a human trait. You're contrary, you're curious, you're going to open the email, aren't you? Let's face it. So that's an excellent headline there. Now, from Eat This, Not That, 9 disgusting facts about Thanksgiving. Now, again, that's designed to get your curiosity. If you see that 9 disgusting things about Thanksgiving, you're going to go and look at that. Sorry, 9 disgusting facts about Thanksgiving. You're going to go and look at that. I mean, what's these disgusting facts about Thanksgiving? What could it possibly be? So that email you're going to open because you're curious. And the final one in curiosity is 10 bizarre money habits making millennials richer. So now, say you're not a millennial. Say you're a baby boomer, as I am. You know, you're going to think, well, what the heck? What are millennials doing that I'm not doing? I'm missing out on something here. They know something I don't know. And then other millennials who don't know these things, they're going to have a fear of missing out. I'm a millennial, but I'm not, you know, I haven't got these bizarre money habits. What are they talking about? Again, curiosity. So a very powerful emotion, curiosity, to make you open emails. Right, the next one, probably quite an obvious one actually, is funny subject lines. And these always work well. Because let's face it, everybody likes a bit of fun in their lives. So let's take a look at funny subject lines. Here's one from Tick Tail, and it says, boom shakalak, let's get started. Now that's quite a funny subject line, and it's going to grab your attention. It's going to make you want to open that email. You know, imagine you're sitting in some boring office job somewhere and you're reading all this dull stuff, and then suddenly something like this arrives in your inbox. It's going to amuse you, it's going to capture your curiosity. And that's, you know, that's the point of this. It works on curiosity, but it also works on being amusing. So that works quite well. And then the next one I'll put on the screen for you. Try to avoid these 27 people on New Year's Eve. Now, what's that about? I mean, it's funny, but what's it about? You know, try to avoid these 27 people. Now, what they also do here, again, they're using a number. They're using a specific number. And using a specific number in a subject line is a good thing to do. And they use it here. So let's look at the next one. And this is from Baby Bump. I don't know what Baby Bump is. Obviously, it's something to do with pregnancy. And their funny headline is, yes, I'm pregnant. You can stop staring at my belly now. And again, great one. Loads of humour in there. And, you know, you can relate to that one as well. Because, you know, people do, when someone says they're pregnant, they do tend to stare at their belly. So, again, that's a good headline to capture the imagination. Bit of humour there and get you opening the email, which is the most important thing, as we say. Okay, let's move on to now, I'll put on the screen for you vanity headlines. And here's one from Fabletics. Your butt will look great in these workout pants. Now, obviously, you know, your butt will look great in these pants. Bit of vanity there. You know, if you're into sports and doing the gym and all the rest of it, you're going to want your butt to look great. And, you know, a lot of women walking down the streets, or I suppose men for that matter as well, want their butt to look great. Okay, here's one from Sephora. Products the celebs are wearing. Now, that's a good one because obviously a lot of people are interested in what the celebrities are doing. So if you can, you know, bring into that the fact that you know, what that's telling you is they're going to show you the products that celebs are wearing. In other words, so you can copy what the celebs are doing. So that's appealing to your vanity, to act like a celeb, to dress like a celeb. And then the final one on vanity is age-defying beauty tricks. Who's not going to be interested in that? You know, as women get older, as men get older, you know, they want to look their best. So if you've got something that's age-defying and you're getting older, you're going to want to look at that, you know. It's something that's you really want to have a look at. Your vanity is going to tell you to have a look at that. So again, good ones for getting the emails open. And the final emotions we look at is greed, because people can be greedy. So here's some subject lines that apply to essentially greed. And the first one is from Topshop. It says, get a head start on summer. So you're getting ahead of everyone else. You're greedy. You want to get the clothes for summer. You know, Topshop has clothes. You want to get the ones you want to get ahead, and you want to get a head start for summer. The next one is 25% off your favourites. So you get a 25% discount, and obviously that's something appealing to, loosely speaking, appealing to the greedy, and you want to save 25%. And then one from La Mer, a little luxury at a great price. So what that, again, that's appealing to your greed in the respect that you're getting something which should normally be expensive, luxury. You're getting a little of that, but you're getting it for a great price. So again, that's appealing to your greed, the fact you want to get something for cheap. Okay, so let me give you a few more suggestions. I've put a few things here for you to look at, and just a couple of quick other things, some bonus things you can put into your emails. You can make a promise. So, for example, you say, by the time you finish reading this, you'll know everything you need to know about X. So you're making a big promise. That works. Ask a question. Did you know that X, Y, Z? You know, a question is a great way to get people's attention. As we said in the other subject lines there, and don't forget, as well as subject lines, all this stuff you're learning here applies to headlines as well, equally as well. Yeah. And you, as I said to you before, you can get paid just for writing headlines if you get good at this stuff. The next thing is use a number. We said that previously. 7 reasons why you will be able to do X in just 7 days. So use a number. It's always good if you're talking about a benefit is to put a time scale onto it. A major benefit, you know, read this email, you'll have your monthly expenses completely under control. So there's a huge benefit. Everyone's spending too much money. If you can find a way to get your monthly expenses under control, don't you want to open that email and have a look at it, okay? A good idea is to put the benefit, as we discussed now, with a time scale. So in 7 days, you'll be able to hang glide. In 7 days, you'll be able to scale a mountain. So again, we're using a number to make it specific. Always good to make it specific in a headline. And then the last quick suggestion is, you know, something that's completely life-changing. You know, if somebody's going to email me and tell me about something that's going to change my life completely, and if it's something I'm looking to do, I'm going to open that email, rest assured. So if they achieve what you're writing about, it changes their lives. That could be having a child, it could be losing weight, it could be getting a partner, it could be dealing with divorce, it could be any of these things. You know, something that's life-changing, a big benefit that's life-changing. That works really well in an email subject line. So there you have it, how to craft email subject lines and get your emails opened, which is a critical first step, because as we say, if you don't get your email opened, then it's going nowhere. So you've got to get the email opened in the first place. Okay, now as I said at the start, I've made 3 short videos for you on the subject of emails, email marketing, and you know, pulling them apart and dissecting them and telling you how to write them, showing you what to put in there. So we've done the subject line. The next part is the body content itself, the body text. So as we said, we've got subject line, body text, call to action. So in the next video, which is on the screen now, you're going to go and look at putting the body text together. That's the next part in the process, okay? Now, if you can, as I said before, if you can master these 3 things, and it's just a formula, if you follow what I'm doing, and your emails are getting results for clients, you can make an awful lot of money as a freelance copywriter doing this. Okay, so I'm hoping this is all helping you. Go and have a look at the next video in the series and take it from there. Okay, that's it for now. Ciao, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.